Hello, how you doing? I just saw a lovely tea that was a Caucasian man from the United States who went to North Korea and um, stole a banner from a hotel, and they charged him for 15 years in prison. And he was crying, asking to come back to the United States. And President Obama should do something. Everybody complaining, feel sorry for him. But there's two things. I don't hardly feel sorry for him. Let me tell you one thing. This actually is three. Okay, I agree that 15 years for that is stupid. But when you're in another country, you're supposed to respect everything that rules. If someone goes to Saudi Arabia and steal, they get their hand cut off. You know what I'm saying? Second of all, the white privilege card is not working in Korea. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be stereotypical. In African countries, Asian countries, Middle Eastern countries, do not play that crap. I don't forget when I was 13 years, no, I was 14 years old, actually 14, a white guy went down there to Cambodia, and y'all remember he was spray painting, doing graffiti like a thug, okay? Well, guess what? They gave him lashes. They caned him. The American society was trying, the Americans was like, he should come back to the United States, but I'm saying, at first, of course, it was harsh treatment, but if you don't want to go, don't go to the country if you know there's gonna be harsh treatment. They didn't get my friend harsh. It's fun. It's not funny. But I'm just saying it's weird. Let me explain why. And I know somebody who's in this situation, and I hope he's doing okay. If anybody read about Brian Torres, that was in El Paso, Texas. Yes, Amer told you I keep mentioning with the Job Corps there. Yes, I did. Brian Torres was detained and was arrested in Juarez, Mexico. He was a Mexican American from here. He was in the United States. He was born in El Paso. He was visiting relatives. His friend killed two officers in Juarez because some type of bribe. They wanted him to get money because the corruption in the police force there. And somehow they thought Brian Torres was a part of it. He only was a witness, and they put him in behind bars, declared him guilty. And this was back in 2005. I was praying for this man because everyone was saying, like, I was talking to one Job Corps staff member. Oh, well, no. One thing I know about Brian Torres, he was not no gangster. He ain't sag his pants. He was no cholo, no thug. He was none of that stuff, okay? Brian Torres was a class clown. And how I know, because my roommate and he was friends, okay? So before I moved out the room, because my two roommates, one dude who was Chicano, who was born in El Paso, that was part white and part Irish and part Mexican. That was Brian Thornton's friend. That was my roommate. Yeah, so it was two mixies. Well, all of us were mixed down. The point is, I left because they were not helping out cleaning, and we get in trouble for inspection, and I ain't cleaning everything. Y'all know me, okay? Y'all know me. I'm gonna do my part. You do your part. I ain't gonna. No. So I asked to leave to another section, another room, because I couldn't stand being in the room and no one's not participating, and I'm trying, so we won't get written up, because if no one doesn't clean up, we all get written up for a situation, and I'm not trying to, do some points at the time when I was in Job Corps. Well, Brian Torres was not my roommate, but his friend was. And Brian Torres was a class clown, trust me. He did a lot of practical jokes. He was a joker. Sometimes he wasn't serious. He was 16 years old. Because remember, in Job Corps, 16, 24. I came at 24 in 2004. And I turned 2005. It was 2 years of vocation. I turned 25 in 2004. Okay? So, during the summertime, late summertime. I came in Job Corps 2004. When I was 24, going on 25. I came right out the week after the Super Bowl, Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake situation. From Houston, they flew me all the way to El Paso. I went to Dallas to El Paso. So I was there for 2 years, prior to 2 years of vocational period, and then I went to the college program 10 years ago. So I went to college for the first time. They did not give, I was hoping I would talk to the family, because, sometimes you don't want to get involved in family issues, dealing with something like this. He complained about how they was treating him in there. I heard all type of people was laughing. I said, that's not funny. that they were roasting him, his you know what, and all that stuff. Yeah, they were saying all this stuff, and I was saying that's not funny, you know. And I wanted to talk to the parents and let them know, because you know you can contact the embassy, but they tried, and I was like, well, you know what? And I said to myself, Bush ain't gonna care about him because he's Latino. Let's be honest with you. Bush not gonna care. Bush was the president at the time. George W. Bush wasn't care about him. You know what I'm saying? You know, that was the case. He would hear from him. He was a government student. You know what I'm saying? Job Corps is a government facility, you know, owned by the Department of Labor, and they would not care. You know, and this happened in like the summer or spring. No, summerish of 2005 when he got caught. And how we knew about it is because me and the section I was in, I went to 2 different sections. And the section I was in is, you know, I said in schools, but I'm Latino, of course, in El Paso. And we're watching the Spanish channel. And they had about the noticias. Noticias means news. And they had Brian Thor. I said, wait a minute, that man Brian Thordes? And that was Brian Thordes. Brian Thordes had turned 17. He said he mentions my cousin. That was right when I told you about the Rihanna video. And they did not give him any clearance or anything. I haven't heard anything. I'm looking through the internet right now to see if Brian Thordes is doing okay. Because when I saw the Love TV video about the white guy going down to North Korea and taking things and he gets 15 years in prison, you know, so like she said, the white privilege don't work it only work in America, not in Korea. But they, you know, this is something close to me. That I knew somebody who was in a situation where he was not involved. He said he was not involved in the crime. His friend was. He was a witness to the situation, and they brought him along with it. You know, because there was, you know, I just told you the whole story about what happened with the cops. You know, they was trying to make his friend, you know, pay money, and they was going to do something to him. And that's when the friend had shot both the cops, and he was visiting his aunt in Juarez. Okay, so. I'm serious. They didn't give my friend any, they didn't give him no clemency. Pretty much they didn't. And I hope that he's doing okay, because he did not mean to, you know, go through this situation. He was not even trying to be involved. I'm over here crying right now, y'all. I'm serious. And, there was Bush and the people who's part of the embassy in Mexico, United States Embassy or Mexican Embassy in Texas. Some government connection did not care about this young man. So y'all asking a grown man who went to North Korea and stole something, knowing that they had harsh treatment down there in the laws intentionally. But a couple of years ago, 2005, ain't nobody helped Brian Thordes. I heard all type of things that he was getting raped there. He was getting, seriously, he was getting raped there. I heard that he was getting beat by the police department. And no way did nothing to him. And he was an American citizen, by the way. So, but y'all want to get President Obama to get a grown man just because he was white, to get him the 15 years less. I understand he was crying, but doggone it, as a grown man, you should know not to take something out the hotel room, and you should know the laws there before you, and you know the United States and North Korea do not get along. So why would you even go there in the first place and take something out, a banner off of them, because it didn't make any sense. But here's a young Latino guy, someone of color, a young man of color, who's now grown now, because he ought to be, 18 now? Yeah, he ought to be going on 18 now. No, 28 now. 29, excuse me. 20 years ago, he was 18. So that means he ought to be 28 now. I don't even know the man is out in water, and I know he went to a horrific time. And I was hoping when I was praying in job court that he would get out and he will come back to U.S. because he belongs here. And he was not involved in that situation. And like I said, I knew him. He was not no gangbanger. He did not have no tats. He wasn't thugging. He wasn't no cholo. None of that mess. He was just a class clown. He was just, a teenager that made jokes and stuff. And he was, he still tried to maintain his grades and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing that the problem was he was just a class clown, but he wasn't involved, and he was going through a lot of stuff there. But y'all gonna ask this grown man who actually did something wrong to come to the United States because he was 15. But I bet if it's a person of color that went to Korea, y'all wouldn't care. Because the same thing happened to my friend Brian Thortis. He did not do nothing wrong. He did not kill no police officer there in Wallace. But y'all sit there and try to tell somebody who's a grown man who should know the laws in the country to come back to the United States because of white privilege. I just tell it like it is. And that's why I knew that in the border town of El Paso, Bush didn't care about that town. Okay? Just let you know that, man. You know. So, y'all do y'all research. Brian Thortis was the one. It's Bryan Thortis. And you can put Paso Teen, Jonathan Waters. You can look up on the internet. I knew him personally. We went to David Carrasco Jocko Center. I'm a graduate from there. So, anyway, y'all. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.